So we paid some money, the MPP administration paid some money to get the project going. Since the NDC came,
how much?
Since the NDC came, the 2025 budget captured 60 million Ghana cedis that to be allocated to La General. The finance minister has not paid 1 Ghana cedi to the contractor. So as we speak, all the construction workers, they've been laid off.
See, I am one say, you know, MPP for it means I could draw away. It's quite sometimes me doing what I'm in Tiasia.
Sir, Boy not to
yes, but see, I would advise them say, "Okay, positioner, Obo, where Jakakra." Now, I'm up for command or mafia one net. I saw my cano. My man from Phenomen who say, "As some more do, now the Okano, would be can and I can." But I said, "Be a so be a so at a point in time, no, Obi and Foul serious beam. Ah, free. I don't know where you are. I get the 111 time when the chart say, "Yeah, I get the 111." I get the 111 shall say from 77 hospitals. Okay, COVID, and that's about 4 to 5 years ago.
Let's give it 4. Okay, 2020.
No, let me admit that. Now, Adia went to me for 4 years. My man for 4 years and now. Adia went to me for 4 years. I am. What's his name?
Fairness, ni come pa say ensuato na otini moto so. Na nko adwuma. Afuni atia to nsu mi say chapa. When na nan we na nurse foi eye demonstration o mo pe uniform allowance ebi pe transportation allowance no afi na matia se ko mo bre tese be aso ko na clinic no emuwa kwan so nye ana nsu ato na flat chayayi ana eso ofon wan fu man kwa man fo so gu clinic ewu omu hia no ti mami oba so no fefefe na de se papa wati ato no we se odi nsu fi ni bia sa pepa entire we ohia uniform allowance ampa ke wo extra atade wo ho a okodu na wahye. Former Health Minister Dr. Boye on the current Health Minister Honorable Mintah Akandoh fight kase he what eja tishie eja tuntum eja koko eja pa ehye bore. Former Health Minister Dr. Boye say la hospital na say John Dramani Mahama and the finance minister Mintah Akandoh eja no adentia
say La General no me yejuma o ansa na me call pilot na a hospital sometimes me share patients cry concrete me freeze through ebe bofom oh that no
that was the state of La General hospital
but obi awaye ejuma La General be catch it was a death trap in fact me can one of the me the Mrs. Baumia Samira ekosra La General ye call appeal for her and I share management almost your number one biggest problem is that way ebeku. So I was the one who sent a message to Ajimamenu, our minister.
Okay. Now,
structural audit and an audit just I was said down here in Yembubu. And take forward before Obubu no or the Chinese partners etnasi for a bilateral arrangement loan. Okay. Bansia sebi fofie antoata. Time na ye discusses na COVID effects no ba here financial institutions who don't kasa omo so twen kakra ye miska enti ye hu say Yebubu ade ni ye sky be start no na sky no ba.
Okay.
Enti Ekufado cabinet MPP administration decided say you be build La General form ya yesika.
So mutimi no mo seal the agreement and sana COVID neighbor.
Oh, I think even the agreement was largely sealed, but they just said that they are pulling out.
Okay.
Now obiso obema oska or the was secretary no adi ni kwa kacha say adi we am do asan odi we ni tumi so a
so through all the 4 years omo ntimi answer get back to you say okay I think the for now that's anima easy kakra
before MPP free to power the enter offer La General we say na nka ejuma na ama no say ye tua certificate mienu worth about 150 million Ghana cedis.
Okay.
And from Ghana ye foto ayeji the ehamini say honorable to forcing edit 60 million a share 2025 budget so the be La General.
Okay.
Insia ye kasa 1 Ghana cedi omo ma contractor.
O say agenda 111 no so no hospital is great completer I think about now any for first say so omu yusu eno comment me that for new health workers e big go fear omu complaining no but still omu employ go for omu that so blame MPP at the same time who the ndia sala hospital no aka kitu e bi say be wi nso omu nyeye o say agenda 111 e bi wo so edu 70% e bi 80% ni na no nka by now the health minister kwabena Mintah Akandoh enko pesika bi a say dey fa ho ye hu adwuma dada but eno so onye ye o se budget so e ba ya health minister kwabena Mintah Akandoh to wa okeka say 130 million Ghana cedis o so boa eno so onte da sikanu nduru sa akura da sikanu about 60 million Ghana cedis etini na nya na kura di ono ene ni group a ye fe no Ghana Amalgama Development Chese omuye youth-led civil society. And omu chairperson and the former health minister Dr. Bernard Boye. And they say omudi a campaign. I said no. Omu de omu kasetia nyema enkoyi. And as omanfo a omaka omu abom say omu fati against anything that goes against the progress of Ghana. Omu ka say the current health minister Dr. Kwabena Mintah Akandoh say, hey, on our way, massa. Agenda 111 no complete the Akano. What's more complete be? A bit 70%, 80%. Now me for a former health minister. No, na my yedi na kama. Ade na wo ba ya. Untimi ntoa so wie. Ema nurse for Akano. Posi omo. Omo ka twa ya untwa yi. Enye fine. Ade na mo be for amamfo adwuma dada. Na untwa omo ka. We na no entwa ye. Aside as Sala hospital ya kan wa me. Papa, you can do better. La hospital you better better because eja fans e dey to am but as mo yi mo ni mo pese mo ye adwuma yi. Ana mo Ghana for brain na mo dey da so ye campaign. Mo masa ya to ba mo wie o. Mo nya complain na dey say hey. Dr. Bernard Boye, who na we former health minister kai. Minim sa mo friend say obi a ya short term memory na me pe amnesia wo ana dementia hey you go former minister of my health Dr. Bernard Boye wo tam ne kogu sala de ladade a hospital no guye akofo do go see signboard esi ho yebesi yen ne Manti hospital na yesu na ebisi wo mabu otu ebisi wo mabu otu agu enye ze bi ni ho na la ho no hospital ho ana mbutu yi se mu besi ni foforo eni omo ne ene ublemu obi e wedi 10 months when you spend 8 years manti is ala hospital no agenda 111 I keep on asking myself this question why on earth an a necessity say na simusi 111 hospitals when you can build 10 20, 30. Nanka sasika na go say was 111 na no can go to that 10, 20, 30. Nanka I complete. Imagine say enka Ghana were extra 20 new hospitals, fully furnished, fully built, modernized hospitals. Do you know how we live in Ghana for? Do you know the number of health professionals you can employ? I keep on hearing say Ghana cannot employ a lot of nurses. Yes. Because you don't have more hospitals. But do we need more hospitals? Yes, we do. Are we getting more hospitals? Someone decided to use a huge sum of money to build 111 hospitals and decided to finish a single one of it. One year back, and at that time, Dr. Bernard Boye, now health minister, and the failed health minister is now blaming a minister who have spent 10 months. Say, he should fast track his things and do the right things. Do Dr. Boye, Dr. Bernard Boye, who then aware yes at time now. Look, sometimes mom make say mom for ndi matem, and you're fine. Where me make a mom for baby do atem. A mom for baby desel, all because whatever you are saying, sebi, it look rubbish. Because who now free akunya so na year. You spend years as a health minister. Someone is having 10 months paying the people you employed without having budget for. Under Woten and Amuko IMF. Now IMF stop here from employing new friends and workers. Emma from 2021. Ever seen that? More for nurse. Emfa a friend is saying midwifery for. Allies a for. More for be. You do all these things. What's on your moral right? What's on your the nurse? To publicly speak for Ghanaians to listen to you. Won't be the more of him because he didn't matter and come.
Amalgam for development. And remember, we say it's an amalgam because it has all kinds of elements who are all interested in development. So this is a civil society group that is interested in development for the people of Ghana. And today we focus on the health sector. 3 main things we're talking about. One is that the La General Hospital, as we speak, has been halted for almost the entire period that the NDCs came into office. When I was the minister, we worked on some of the interim payment certificates for the contractor, and that's why the project took off. From here, in fact, before I forget, from here, you can take a stroll and you look at the hospital. Even from the outside, nothing is happening. So we paid some monies, the NPP administration paid some monies to get the project going. Since the NDC came, how much? Since the NDC came, the 2025 budget captured 60 million Ghana cedis that to be allocated to La General. The finance minister has not paid 1 Ghana cedi to the contractor. So as we speak, all the construction workers, they've been laid off. There's nothing happening there. And by the way, recently I heard report that 130 million has been allocated. When you check Appendix 4A of the 2025 budget, the amount there is 60 million. It's not 130 million. So maybe the 130 is in the future. I don't know about that. But even the 60, no payment. Now, we are very interested in La General because La General is a strategic hospital. La General is going to absorb the pressure on the other health facilities. Accra has a population of 6 million. But as we speak, emergency beds for the whole of Accra is not even up to 400. Emergency beds meaning beds that if something happens to you right now, they will accept you. So when you add emergency beds at Lekma emergency beds is not up to 10. Let's say 6. Police hospital, let's say 4. Kolebu, let's say 30. Weja. When you add all in Accra, it's not even up to 400. La General will provide at least 15 to 30 emergency beds in addition to what we have. And that is why it's a critical project. So we came to remind this government that it is not promise, it's about action. And by the way, La General was supposed to be financed through a loan, but there were difficulties with the arrangement. So Cabinet decided that we will pay for La General from Government of Ghana funds, the money that we collect from you. If the past government could pay for a contractor to start with, we believe that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and his cabinet can also pay. So they should go ahead and pay. And this is for whether NDC or MPP, it will affect everybody. So it's not partisan. Secondly, we also mentioned that at Agenda 111, there are many communities in Ghana that are to benefit from Agenda 111. And we have cited 30 of them which have crossed 70%. Any hospital that has crossed 70%, the contractor needs only 3 to 6 months and can finish the hospital. And so I am saying for a fact that if Ghanaians had not voted the MPP administration, all these 30 hospitals that I've listed would have been completed by now.
Now, Ghana, the say for God and for country. Nobody is putting a party first. We are all putting Ghana first. And to what party in some Edasu here or no? Now only party from Godin Gomo. No, the upper Ghana no on Tenassi no Ghana for Yenin Gomo. Ghana ni bisu ade atwebo ko de abeto after say what say Dr. Bernard Okuboy making that allegation that here honorable Kwabena Mintah Akandoh, the current health minister, said the Juma dia odi enu so any in just 10 months. No, you served as a health minister for years during your constituency. During your constituent from Techi, while advocating for a basic clinic, but you provided a 20-foot container and referred to it as a hospital. Now that you are in opposition, it will be advisable to refrain from criticizing. Also, you served as a health minister for years, during which your constituents from Techi were advocating for a basic clinic, but you provided a 20-foot container and referred to it as a hospital. Now that you are in opposition, it will be advisable to refrain from criticizing. Now, this is the video of the people asking for a hospital. At that time, MP, Dr. Bernard Okuboy, sa container na esi won any hospital ye mo o we no to aso ga say hey amount for say papa no big pharmacy bia te say workers ti me call ho koja duro na den friends say techi fotim ko dia duro say until that oboa enye no kore
o fa na mi pa fa wa doctor ni ko amase no di ngonwo ni maje ti siku ni maje ni o pa machine na ya doctor yin
e won lek maje egbele o te jenda
o fa na mi ya leki
ngba ya hospital
ya jomo ndo ne kumole wa ya kolebu
o cho bi eno ya kolebu to
en wo lo le ma ya drop e ka mi ya
adunke ehinde yiji ewon teshimambi mfoniri ni oji o wocho ne ba na container ne ke container ne ema teshi sango na kenye ba na wo former MP Okoboy ni datre fonyoni e ba ye MP 4 years ye teshi enyeke echefie ye patashi.
Now the health minister Kwabena Mintah Akandoh the action man was the drama king once or say Okoboy no oyo okay bibia you fine there debi o ono na for a former minister of health no onim de okeka o say agenda 11 ba ko kura no e complete yenka onga na ntum la so de na oka no onim de okeka
agenda 111 no akosi sen
you see I am one say ye nuanom MPP for etumi nya sa akoko draw we it's quite sometimes me dream am entiase
sir Okoboy no to
yes but you see I would advise them say okay oppositioner obo ho adwa kakra now amafo kon oma fe woni asem a wo ka no mama for mfinomu hu say asem na mu odu na de wo ka no udi ka na wo ka but yes bibia be so at a point in time no obi am fa serious bi wo free abamu no ya agenda 111 time when they share say yeah agenda 111 agenda 111 shall say from 77 hospitals okay COVID and that's about 4 to 5 years ago.
Let's give it 4 okay 2020
no, let me admit that now adia went to me for 4 years my for 4 years now adia went to me for 4 years aye no what's it then
omunka say obisa anawonabo ko bonya sana
wait a minute what is the progress? I'll tell you how far His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo I catch the Ghana phone nyina and so that's why I'm saying that yenja may be be monka than the MPP for no especially when you have been a minister before.
Hey, you have been why you want to come and say
you have been part of this health sector for 8 years, whether you were a deputy minister or you were CEO for
or you were
national health insurance or you were a substantive minister. So you see, His Excellency the President the catcher and say, answer no be handed over in 2024 no, or be completing all the 111 hospitals for us, meboa. As at the time you were leaving office, not a single one of them was in operation. And papa na ba His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ba say, I was say me tia say what I am inheriting because usually a major intervention like this, I also need to be a very dedicated sources of funding.
Okay.
Because you free one, NMS needs some project be or and on the be or a 10 project be a loan, it be or a grant. But we know, yeah, buy now call the future. Say you give for say you den your copy sika de bedden. I be continue our project.
Okay.
You understand? It was me say what I'm inheriting. The first instruction was that auditing the whole thing.
All right.
But everybody. Auditing we outline how we are going to deal with it. As I speak to you now, very soon, baby. Okay. Yeah, as I speak to you now.
And I tell him, say,
I will tell you, but I have to explain.
We are auditing.
No, you don't tell me what I should say.
No, but Umiana Bisa was saying, how far? Wow, hey, if you pony. What you mean? I said, you're
yeah, as I speak to you now, the status of Agenda 111 Oma spending $400 million. Not a single one is completed.
For real?
Yes, $400 million. $400 million.
But I'm in person because I don't know. Say Unyaka not a single one was in operation. I just say ba kokura mfitiasi anye juma. But say time no mo bon to omuka so be say 3 or 100 and something be.
Me ko
100 and something 3 or something.
Akwa West.
Na me juma.
Enye juma. Upo mo nyina should call into this program. No can say na ye juma na e ba e na be pam mo so mo nya juma. They should call in. Yeah, but I'm not understanding.
Ashanti regional minister will call back who Kumasi.
Yeah, don't drag this.
So I'm not dragging. But see, my understanding
is minister of the sector. I'm
Minister one way, no. Oh, minister, there was some 6 minutes or
something. Can you imagine?
Because you are going for a meeting.
No, I have time.
You have time. We'll sit here. I love it. We'll sit here. We'll sit here. I don't catch on a book.
No,
just passing through to greet you. But minister, argument is it was just left with the recruitment. And a person will say,
so it is not even the civil works. You call you baby or why I was a installation equipment going in the hall. Equipment install.
Okay.
Even civil works
okay.
You know, when I say even if it is 100% complete, on Kasa it is an operation. So let's be very careful the terms we use. Now you say, oh, na amafoko hoko jaya rehwe. Na yenye bae no, and ya tum. Ya metu bibi etesa. Let me proceed from there. Now, the first point
na ye kasa keke. Because beginning of the year no wo call fan bi. And Vincent, honorable Vincent so call fan bi no.
Your call Vincent the call hono. No say nurse for gumo mo ye adwuma na.
No person say mo na mo fa wo mo. Na
you see in operation
so crampo. That's omo clearance ya mo.
It is not true.
Okay.
Okay, say it's no operational. So me go school and Tobia. Ebi am na mente brofo.
Okay.
Okay, say it's no operational. That's the chance say. Uko why na? Juma. That's it. I mean, proceed from there. Now, for example, and I'll give you an example. Whilst we are right now, who beside me off air Tamale incident.
Yeah.
Tamale incident.
Yes.
I saw absolutely nothing wrong with it. You know what? A day before that, I'm picking information at Tamale. Say, Obiye wo. Now, not Tamale youth, they were massing up to go and attack health professionals.
Okay.
I picked this information on the ground. I'm so okay, as part of my surprise visit, then why won't I go there? I mean, who they see?
Okay. I'm listening.
Until the next morning, I'm fly the first flight. Me call you. Then we do one of the first CEO my bow. No more organizing, no more conducting me around. Niama, my ninja hono, and can one from them.
Oh.
Me no more yeah behind the closed door meeting. Na me church no more so yeah, to be very honest with you, I saw a lot of things and then
but the way later it came out,
yes, let me
it was as though minister
until na me catch no. Until me you know. That particular incident me call emergency na me be so what happened. Nah, according to omo nipa we na kire say nipa ne buy no man fi no na bed the crowd ho emergency ho and so mu jai mani wui ti me ko bisa ho I'm so no kre o me hu empty bed wa na mum na obi afre amudi ambulance e di nipa eba.
Okay.
So there off the screen me catch am so obi aba beto there and then say bibi wo save that person the free quite so ba no ba you manage
enter so mra no be hu
dem di komo obi auntie. We are called down. There was this medical doctor. No, so taking me through. But don't miss the buafu. They'll make a comment to be my dean. The video, my dean, my son, meeting. Until make a comment to be I. On TSC say we are SCA and they are taking it out of hand, sir. Not so really the machi.
As a most so. And you who
not so really the machi. So member of
parliament for Tamale Central and Tamale North.
No, see my friend. I don't know about any pair. Now I can say one TSC say. Na me bobo no until we were going off the scene na me kono no to man ni we chiri the medical doctor he was talking on top of his voice so you know how I work then I dashed back to him I said fast you know how I work to be on who da no but you say me bo fu you know how you are always on the move to be on name you know my thing that so I dashed back to him and say my friend if you can stand in front of your sector minister now to me behave you say I don't know what you be doing to the ordinary patient this is what I said.
That's all you said.
That's all I said. So when I heard that they said I should apologize, if for nothing at all, that man disrespected me. It's my friend, the leadership of the Ghana Medical Association. That time here a aqua safari. I mean, no more times. Where lies inside was the patch? If you're a leader, but they also patch. But I can't be another patch. Let's say we need the worker. We need the way. You don't live like that. It's a real, you know. No, it is some demonstration strike near the identity of Mopek. Oh, yeah, you also pay Akandoh their own carbon. Until the able to me, Monje. But for you to disrespect me,
I can also teach us. No, one of the
things I've learned my lessons from, and I'll tell you today, it isn't all the time that you must keep quiet. Sometimes you must come out to let the Ghanaians out. And that is one of the reasons why today I'm sitting here. What's me buy me kasa? The baby means I'm kasa. How many times do you invite me?
I like it.
I think that but sometimes, and I'll tell you this, I'm being very open. My technical people around me thought that, Minister, let it go. Don't explain anything. And I listened to them. But upon hindsight, I should have explained. Because a similar rule, but there's a certain perception. People didn't get to know the truth. Let me give you an example. Time Reggie DNC, I organized a press conference. And I explained. After explanation, Ghana it was different from that perception, was different from the Tamalip incident. So on hindsight, you said Tamalip did not like I never insulted anybody before God and man.
Why do you think say as a only employees issue kakaka kantina na offer me say unye medical doctor ntina una challenge na
in the ministry omo medical doctor makodi minister ho the door so. Okay. I mean, me papa me offer Ajmamanu was not a medical doctor. Nema Donko was not a medical doctor. Sepayanki was not a medical doctor. Bebri.
Okay.
And even on the international, you call Onga, you call Geneva, most of them are not medical doctors. And for me, I have been on the health committee for a very long time. You see, I can understand sometimes some of the issues. I told you off air. And me, it's a human that also focus on. Obia will reasons or the year, baby. Yeah. Obia or your union leader. He's approaching elections. Also, more Nico for news and me, yeah, to Mamma. Near to Abamano. You understand? Obia will reasons. Okay. But you see, a leader, you must keep your cool. Okay. Think through it. What decision will help the country? Go ahead. Don't be distracted. Consult as and when necessary.
Again, or say, projection in here and at that honor. So already the number of health workers I am for so far. Over 74,000 license for since 2019. Yamfa bako krampu. From 2021, next midwifery for Yamfa bi. From 2020, so doctors, junior doctors Yamfa bi. Sa coffee pharmacists for pharmacist doctors. Says omodoso or since in total. As at next year, so man for this year, every year. Now say figures no ebe kwa around 94,000. Or say just say ebe dosun numbers say ebenya no at the end of the 8 years of the 4 years of NDC. So man for any health personnel. Now say ebe the number over 190,000 population na workers are or more health work. Or more friends health education and we health work. Munya bi. Not because say Ghana your abundance of doctors, abundance of nurses, abundance of pharmacists. Abundance of pharmacy doctors, no. We don't have abundance of all that. But what we don't have, necessarily, we don't have abundance of hospitals. We don't have even adequate hospitals. We don't have good paying salary for workers. And again, sir, IMF now, yes, I know. A haughty that employment, a bit media, sir, nurses, midwife, for pharmacy, for now. And the fame moment this particular administration. And making sure, say, I'm a program no and we are recruiting more people. But the truth is they cannot recruit every single one of them at the same time. Only for 74,000 because government any budget no. You need to say can 4 or 5 years of unemployed nurses, any midwifery, pharmacists for doctors for the first come first. The minister say start every 2021. How are we in 2025?
Give me explain this to me.
So this is what we inherited. Medical doctors, the 2024 batch who had finished their housemanship and they are at home were around 942.
So and 2024 batch 942 medical doctors.
Very good.
They have finished housemanship, ready to be full doctors.
Doctors to go to the various hospitals.
942.
By the grace of God, we've been able to, recruit them. We've had clearance for them, and now, very soon, they are going to start work. So this has been sorted. Now, allied health professionals. The last time they did recruitment for allied health professionals were somewhere in 2018. So from 2019 to 2024, we have about 19,000 backlog at home.
Are you saying they had not employed any of them,
them.
These were the ones who could not get employed?
They had not. They had not employed any of them.
Are you serious?
Yes.
19,000 allied health professionals.
Yes.
Who is an allied health professional? Like what? Lab technician?
Exactly.
Those kind of people?
Exactly.
19,000.
Yes. So we have pharmacy doctors. About from 2019 to 2024, we have about 800 of them at home.
Wow.
We have pharmacy professionals, about 500 at home, nurses and midwives. So if you go to the nurses and midwives, the 2021 batch, they are at home. They are about 15,000.
2021, those who were ready to work 2021.
Yes. And then 2022, they are about 17,000.
All sitting at home?
Sitting at home. 2023, they are about 15,000. Physician assistant, they are about 3,000. So if you add everything, you are getting about 74,000. And Bernard, the danger is that at the end of 2026, another 23,000 will come and add. Hear me well. So we'll hit about 97,000. By the end of 2027, another 35,000 will come and add.
You are looking at those who are in school now.
Who are in school now? By the end of 2028, another 47,000 will come and add.
And this is all of these people together.
Exactly. If we leave this figure without doing anything about it, in the next 3 to 4 years, by the end of 2028, we'll have not less than 180,000 health professionals trained and they're at home.
After I said, okay, I said in few weeks and a few days ago, Anna Mintah Akandoh, the health minister, I said, Ghana, I'm making sure you better extend your dialysis treatment, to the private health facilities. And you know, private health facilities are some Mahama Care. A friend say, Mahama Care ya odiabaya, a beboa or more dialysis, a more dialysis. So, 700 Ghana cedis in every 3 days in the time. And you'll be in a bit more 20. Mahama Care air cover, kidney problem, liver problem, cancer problem. You know, John the man, Mama air cover, and almost all my extended either could do private facilities. It is no health insurance. You see, Mahama Care no, you never room a bit in the bobby, Edico draw ya. That's how you are in a kidney, a friend say liver, a cancer problem. That's a particular private hospital no, or the capabilities. So bet you might take care of that patient now. But no, you know about good government, a coffee small. Where they fantastic, where you sweet. And say you're making sure say health is very reachable to every individual in the country, especially considering the fact that your environment, are more polluted to the extent they say, hey, sometimes not your habit, not your choice, but the choice and the habit of the few who are making good sum of money because you and I are all Ghanaians in Tino. Maybe no moku. Ebini galam say ya ne, say a man for kidney, liver, and a man for cancer. The babies with deformities, how do you solve all these things? Oh, we have a power massa, or country and do baby, or your country and do baby. The movie in the woman gone and was my mother home the area. Any more light bill, water bill, name or rent. Now, I say, obey your kidney problem, not a galam saying so, anti or your kidney problem. Kidney no could do, I said not to dialysis. So, dialysis soon I didn't go tonight. How soon I say I just have guarantees every 3 days, just 1 week. Biano Chama, over Fanahe. Now treatment is at 2 and 2. I say forever and ever and ever. Just say, oh, statistics, Chrome. What do you go that's always higher. How do you solve all these things? Fortunate, and young boy, I child and I watch how they say, your president John Dramani Mama, I take it beyond the normal sickness I did. That's why I'm a friend in national health insurance, and they are put them at the do Mahama Care level. Okay, so go to United States of America, catch the African president and say, hey. Mama Yenza says you and your health. Yenza says you creative vaccines, Nibi. Now, they be a more creative, catch the in the United States of America. Eka say what trim, certain grants, certain your friends saying vaccines in Africa, Yaboto, Adentia. Due to that, in there, Ghana, you create your first vaccine the mankwala fantastic not just the black man is capable but ginedi and one am lazy sano but money be a ma we will find means and ways and we go through it and the assistance now don't remind man do kan no the chrome Ghana had here ya sha say ya vaccine be first vaccine ya kazo copy mu Singapore oga say eh now a hono no mo lab center ne mo science center ne ho na be die as e bi ni ha o ana say Ghana yen pharmacy shop kra ye ni bi store no kra na je say ye bedima ye nuro di bi a store ho no kra e bi ni ho afedi ye sha say adwini na ho ye say the mahama care eso ala be counsel be a wa o yare any sickness be a go beyond o capital level o sika level no nuro ho o health insurance no nuro ho mahama care e be care e de ama o ama bibia so ye fine eti the health minister Kwabena Mintah Akandoh ese the former health minister Dr. Bernard Okuboy asimo ka say agenda 111 ya wie bi ebisu ya do 70-80% enka the current minister engo complete again la hospital no so no sikane budget omuko tun nya ne kure en kwan ya fa so handle a nurse for ne health professionals a esi etu omuka na enkoyie no Kwabena Mintah Akandoh the health minister say former health minister kawanutum Dr. Bernard Okuboy kawanutum shut up and keep quiet over there. Now mo MPP for mo na mo destroy everything. Amanne ye will be ye we. Workers nko amoja ma ese e mehwe mo no nya workers ketwa. Aside that, hospital na hin do ahin na mo sie wi a obeka mo si bi awie. O se ka preba nyu mo si awie afa na egu so a ye hwe kwan e befa so a si bi awie. Ye tima for workers. Ana workers no kra no. Ye see hospital 2 million kra na intimi for mo nyina because we don't have the budget capacity for all that. The meaning is abroni be ye na say Dr. Bernard Okuboy uja to ho no eno a na epuye be so no so na papa kakra aka na yatima ye e de amagana for from nduma ba afra am say eh na MPP for ni mi kura sound am ye ntine mas galam say mo na mo start ye ko boss wa na mo ma no kura side in this for na o ma survive for just 9 to 10 months heart isuzu mo na mo mfa workers obi anim obi ya we eno kwa ka na nurse for efa so tuti am mo ya we munim you know that as Musa sorry ya mama no so wo na wo ye former health minister no win everything you should be the last person and come criticize but we say no abeto asem mu won say Ghana for di watem kwa fa waten ye watem fa ono kra un naked truth ever to comment section na say kanoko ya no ekire Dr. Bernard Okuboy the former health minister under the MPP na Danko Akufo-Addo any Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia papa no adwuma oyeye no ehun fa so na nkankesi edi but fa so na edi die ase dokono no ase ahye ana Dr. friends Kwabena Mintah Akandoh honorable the current minister my health ese hey die Okuboy ye ne enyenyenyenyen Ghana for mo pase mi na mo kanche Dr. Bernard Okuboy na Ghana health workers say go abontin nko ano a intimi form no over 94,000 and so far go say you train 4 years na so ne atima phobia e betwam to 190,000 gra enti we ade the John Dramani Mahama administration and you know the minister edema health Kwabena Mintah Akandoh mo find means and ways so mo ne the finance minister Kessler to force be din komo na ma hwe nipa do metima employ hospital this one metima complete at the same time dialysis ya extend e dey go do private hospital enti na o yare na o do hospital na private hospital kra na dialysis nko na so o metima hwe nko ade a o mehwe ama ho ato na nurse fo adwuma de area eden aya mo nto mbas na mo hwe mu ye wate fe nurse ni kama epa se ensu ato na otini moto so na nko adwuma afuni ati ato nsu mi se chapa we nti na nanu ya na nurse fo yi eye demonstration o mo pe uniform allowance ebi pe transportation allowance no afi na matiase ko mo bre chese be so ko ne clinic no emuwa kwan so nye ana nsu ato na flat chayayi ana so ofon wanfuma anko amanfo so gu clinic ewu omu hia no ti mami oba so no fefefe na je se papa wati ato no we se odi nsu fi ni bia sa pepa entad we ohia uniform allowance ampa ko extra atade wo ho a okudu na wahye ko we atade o de ye de next one tade ya mu ye se di hospital nke ni gwa se di pie because gens bi on for free hospital na wasade ato form atetem no say that change was paper eh na James night am soon no but jam ko bongo ani odo anese for bredi masa aya sometimes munya kind kakra muchi anese for ya munga sanjiro mu munka kasa de kakra njiro mu ebi na gufie yem for mu no de we adwuma so ne atiato nsu mu no for comment comment section that say we are subscribe like na share ma unia eso enya bi ehwe edi no e ba ko pe Maxi Billian our naked truth on Oldboga trends. Macro. Bye bye.